Today we're going to talk about a couple of Reddit posts that I came across. I like to do these types of videos because they keep me in sync with what's going on in the community. The first post of the day that caught my attention is this one titled, "Something is very fishy here." When we take a look at the screenshot, we see 3 characters with almost the same name, and they are in a guild called Animal Farm, which looks quite funny. When I checked the comments, most people thought they were there for familiar shop spam, but I think it's just a guy with multiple accounts doing basic stuff and dailies to get 480 Battle Pass points for buying the 3 weekly familiar contracts. If you remember, people were farming normal gems like this with their alt accounts, and it looks like farming pets is part of that job now. I'm calling it a job because there are people who farm more than 10 accounts for normal gems, and it takes a lot of time to do that every single day. Now they can get some extra platinum from pets as well, so maybe it is worth doing now in crowded servers. By the way, don't get motivated to do things like this after watching this, because transferring platinum between your accounts might get you banned in the future, so I think it's not worth wasting your time. Now let's move on to the next post. This one is about problems in the Oceanic region. Let's read it. Oceanic region battlegrounds are completely being ruined by botting inside the battlegrounds. Every single game, we are getting 3 to 5 players that are completely useless and are just botting from the start. It's out of control and honestly not acceptable. We spent money and now the battleground is decided on who gets the least bots. I've heard similar problems about the Oceanic region because their cluster turned into a complete mess after their battlegrounds merged with Korean servers. It must be very bad for Oceanic players because they keep matching up with these players. I hope that we can bring some more attention to this so developers might find a solution. After this, we have a post called, "We feel tired of the wide area skills in Battlegrounds." I couldn't agree more with this title. Sometimes I miss the old chill Battlegrounds, especially when the game first released or let's say the first couple of months. They were a lot of fun for me. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say. Anyone who throws freeze, knockback wind, and runs away becomes a good wizard player. The necromancer has created an unbreakable barricade using bones, and the crusader is covering the entire idol with electricity while being immune to damage. There is a need to nerf the duration or cooldown of wide area skills. Well, I think most of the skills are fine. For example, necromancer walls and crusader skills can be avoided easily. Wizard skills are harder to deal with, but when there are like 3 or 4 wizards on one team, it gets impossible to dodge those area of effect control skills. I think there is no need to change skill animations, but limiting the number of each class can be a solution for this problem as well. We've been talking about this for months now, but I guess they are not thinking about limiting the number of each class anytime soon. So we have to keep playing like this. And lastly, we have this guy asking for the Mirrored Jewels event to come back. Well, having this event once every month would be really cool, but I doubt that's happening anytime soon. That's all of the Reddit posts I wanted to share. I will be doing more videos like this when I see interesting stuff. Now, let's check out the recent bug fixes. Optimized visuals of the Wizard's Sprite Spark Legendary affix by removing its blue frame effect. Fixed minor user interface issues with the Familiars feature. Fixed an issue where interrupting the familiar system melding process would obscure the resulting confirmation screen until the melding process was run again. Fixed an issue with Hero's Journey where some of its objectives couldn't be completed. Fixed an issue where skill cooldowns weren't triggered. Fixed an issue with Darkling Plane where it unintentionally linked out to a region-specific survey. And the rest is about Survivor's Bane. And I think we don't need to read those since the event is going to be removed tomorrow. But if you want to check them out, I will leave the link in the description. Thanks for listening and take care.